to our channel. In today's video, I have with me Chloe girl. So guys, Chloe is my first dog ever. Chloe is currently 7 years old, and well, I got Chloe when she was only 2 months old, and it has been truly a joy. With that being said, in today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, are Chihuahuas a good choice as a first-time pet? Stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, if you've never owned a dog before, I would say sure, a Chihuahua can be a great option as a first-time dog, but that's going to be dependent on a few things. What are those few things, Narito? Well, the first thing is size. If you're a person that doesn't have a lot of space, right, in a backyard or a lot of space in your home, a Chihuahua is going to be a perfect pet or a first-time dog because they don't require a lot of space. In reality, Chihuahuas are very small in stature compared to other breeds of dogs, right? Whether you have a 4.5-pound Chihuahua like Chloe, she's 4.5 pounds, or you have a 10 to 11-pound Chihuahua like Charlie or other Chihuahuas in my family that go up to 13 pounds, that's still a fairly small to medium dog compared to a Labrador, a Border Collie, a German Shepherd. It's a great option if you're a person that maybe doesn't have a large backyard, you see. That's gonna make Chihuahuas the perfect first-time pet or the perfect dog depending on your situation. So the second reason why a Chihuahua is a perfect choice as a first-time dog is because of their longevity. On average, a Chihuahua can live a lifespan of 10 to 20 years. That's a good amount of years. Unfortunately, while it feels like that 10 to 20 years can go by so fast, it's still a long period of time compared to other animals, okay? So with good maintenance, with good care and nurture, your Chihuahua can live up to 20 plus years if possible. And I say that because that's on average. So there is a possibility that your Chihuahua can last more than 20 years. It's just going to depend on a variety of things like their health, how well they're taken care of, groomed, have frequent checkups, make sure that their vaccines and shots are up to date, make sure that you're very vigilant of your pet, and of course that's going to come with any type of dog breed, of course, but being that Chihuahuas are so tiny, they can tend to be more fragile than a different breed of dog. So yes, they have a pretty good chunk of life in there, which is great. But whenever I think of like how long a Chihuahua could live, I do get sad because Chloe's already 7, she's almost 8, and I've had her since she was 2 months old. So it makes me so sad to think that she's near halfway of her life. Yeah, I'm gonna get off that topic because it makes me super sad. I'm like, oh, I'm telling you, they're lovable, amazing creatures, and I just can't picture my life without my dogs. I love them so much. The third reason why a Chihuahua is a great choice as a first-time dog is because they could be highly affectionate. Many times, Chihuahuas can be a little clingy, right, per se. They can be clingy, but because dogs are so loyal and Chihuahuas being so needy, they can be clingy, but they build this super strong bond with their owner, with their human per se, and they are so lovable. They are super like just affectionate, you know, like both my Chloe and Charlie are affectionate, loving Chihuahuas. While they don't always want to cuddle too much, but they'll cling to me and cuddle with me, but they'll be in their own world. You see, they still give me space and I still give them their personal space, but they are highly affectionate. Charlie makes all the noises in the morning when I greet him, and he rubs his head on me, and we call it the cat syndrome when he just rubs his body on our feet. And Chloe and him throw themselves on the floor when I get home from work. Of course, like all dogs, but they're so tiny and they just want to jump on you and jump on the couch with you and just cuddle. Because of this affectionate nature that Chihuahuas have, and in combination with their size, they are perfect lap dogs. So if you want a perfect home lap dog, Chihuahuas are gonna be your go-to pet. Okay, and they're gonna be a great choice as a first-time dog. I would say they're great therapy dog, they're great bonding dogs. I love Chihuahuas, they're great. Now, the following reason why a Chihuahua can make a great first-time pet, beyond the popular belief, right? Many people think that Chihuahuas are extremely loud and they could be very obnoxious, and many people think that Chihuahuas are vicious, and there's this negative perception of Chihuahuas. But in reality, I think with any breed of dog, it's gonna depend on how you raise them as early as possible in life, right? Now, if you're getting a Chihuahua that's like already 10 years old, that Chihuahua's coming with some good and potentially really bad habits that you're gonna be like, oh my God, this dog is the best, or this dog is not the best, you see? But when you're raising a young Chihuahua, it's possible that they're not fitting the stereotype of a Chihuahua. And this is why a lot of people are afraid to have a Chihuahua as a first-time dog. So I'm here to tell you today that yes, a Chihuahua is a great option as a first-time dog. The fourth reason why Chihuahua is a perfect first-time pet is because despite their small stature, they don't require a lot of exercise. Yes, all dogs require exercise, right? That's super important for a dog's maintenance, for a dog's overall health. But Chihuahuas really don't require a lot of exercise, like for hours and hours in this, big backyard, running constantly, playing constantly. As I mentioned, they make great lap dogs and great home dogs because they're so tiny. They're less needy in the exercise department like a bigger dog would. And there's nothing wrong with a bigger dog. Trust me, I love Labrador retrievers, border collies, golden poodles. Like I love so many different types of dogs that aren't tiny like a Chihuahua. But because Chihuahuas are so small, they require less exercise. So a walk down the road, down the street, or a walk to the park, 10 to 20 minute walk may be good for them that day, and then they're playing and running around in the house. You see what I'm saying? And that works for them in comparison to a larger dog that can still run around and play in the house, but is still gonna need and crave that stimulation of being outside and running a longer distance. You see, because they require more space. A Chihuahua is shorter, requires less space, and is like, hey, I just walked for 20 minutes and I'm out of breath and I'm tired, I'm ready for a nap. Okay? They want to cuddle. So yes, exercise your Chihuahua daily, but know that you don't have as much pressure to do a long period of exercise with your Chihuahua compared to another dog. If you're the type of person that you want to go on long period of walks, hey, that's cool, but just know that halfway there your Chihuahua may be tired. Okay, and that may be a negative, but it's just to give you the example of they don't require too much exercise, and that could be perfect for a busy person that may not have a lot of time in their hands to do a full-length hour walk or run with their pet. The fifth reason is adaptability. Chihuahuas are great as a first-time dog because they're very adaptable, okay? Chihuahuas can adapt to almost any type of living lifestyle. They're very adjustable animals. I've been able to, be with my dogs on a busy day. Maybe we didn't do too much that day. They got some exercise, a few cuddles, and they were fine the whole day. And then there's days that they are getting full-on attention, full-on playing. They were fine. We're with them 24/7 at home, but then days that I have to go in the office, because sometimes I do work from the office, then they're home and they're okay. They're just sleeping. We do have cameras, and rarely they'll walk around. Maybe they'll play together, but they're just resting the whole day, waiting for us to get home. And when we get home, they're super hyper, so we start playing with them. And on the same note, it's like we've been able to travel, and I say we, my husband and I have been able to travel, leave our dogs with our parents, and they do just as fine. They're very adaptable animals. Now, do our parents realize that they miss us and they're most likely waiting for us? Yes, and that's gonna come with any dogs, because dogs are loyal and they will miss their human. And that thought just makes me so sad, because I never want to intentionally leave them, but sometimes we do have to leave them behind from traveling because we may not be able to always bring them. And I'm not saying I'm traveling like every month. That's unrealistic for us right now. But for the majority of the travels, we would love to bring them. Like we brought them on a staycation and they did well. They've had to learn to adjust to a long period of car rides, right? But for the most part, they did fine and they enjoyed the trip with us and we were able to consider them. So Chihuahuas are very adaptable to any situation and any scenario that they're put in. Of course, everything with love, consideration, tenderness, and care can make it easier for them to adapt. The following is portability. Of course, as you know, Chihuahuas are tiny. I never forget when we first got Chloe, she was 2 months. She was the size of, I like to say, like a fluffy little chicken nugget or a cotton ball. She could literally, I cannot exaggerate, could fit in the palm of my hand. I would use my second hand just for support, but I could literally hold her like this. She was a little fluffy ball. And well, I was so nervous to bring her into a store with me because some stores don't allow pets, but I will admit I was able to hide her in my hoodie, hide her in my bag, and you just see her little fluffy head pop out. And sometimes she wants to dig herself in, and I'll have like my layers of clothes, and then I'll have, because I got Chloe in the fall, so it was near like winter time here, and so I had my layers of clothes, Chloe, my hoodie, and she was fine. Yes, she could breathe. Okay, there was space for her to breathe. And once someone from our family hid her in their bag and we brought her to a restaurant. She actually did that with her dog too, and it was so funny, but they just fit anywhere. Even now, I have a dog carrier. It's like, it looks like a side backpack, right? And Chloe fits in that bag comfortably. We also use that for when it's raining and thundering. She does get nervous, so we put her in her safety bag. My husband holds her, and that's her go-to, and she's snug and safe. Now, with that being said, I will also say that not all Chihuahuas are made the same, right? There are bigger Chihuahuas than other. Our Charlie boy, on the other hand, he is a big boy, okay? So Charlie is not as portable as Chloe because he's a bigger Chihuahua. She's 4.5 pounds. He's 10 to 11 pounds. You see what I'm saying? So does he fit in her safety bag? No, he doesn't. But is he portable where I could bring him almost anywhere with me? Oh, absolutely. Still super easy, right? They can fit in my lap. They stay still. They stay quiet. They're just there with me. And there's other dog carriers that you can use that Charlie would fit perfectly, and he'll feel snug, tight, safe because he's clinging onto me and he's gonna have a good day. You see? So dogs are Chihuahua dogs are typically smaller in size, so it makes it very easy for them to be portable and brought almost anywhere with you, compared to another breed of dog that may need a little bit more, you know, adjusting or would require more space depending where you're going. You can just plop the Chihuahuas to your lap and be fine. I'm able to have both of my Chihuahuas in my lap despite, you know, how different in size both of them are as Chihuahuas, and they both fit in my lap perfectly, comfortably. I could hold them together in my arms and I'm not dying because they're not heavy. They're tiny still. They're really small. They're really small dogs, so it's easy to carry them around. And last but not least, training potential. While most Chihuahuas can be stubborn, oh, and I can attest to that. I'm being 100% transparent and real here. Chihuahuas can be very stubborn at times. Okay, if not almost all the time, but they are so teachable. Dogs in general like mental stimulation. Dogs want to learn new things, but you have to be patient with a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua may not learn something or adapt to a new command as fast as a lab or a border collie that may learn something faster because they want to be doing something all the time. After a while, if I ask Charlie to give me his paw twice, the third time I try to ask him, he's annoyed. He's like not gonna give me his paw. In fact, then he gives me his whole head or the whole body, like, just hold me. I gave you my paw, or I'm trying to give you my paw. Don't tell me to sit and then give you the paw. Just choose one. Like, they can be a little stubborn, but Eventually, does Chloe and Charlie give me their paw? 2 thumbs up. Charlie knows how to sit. He knows how to give the paw. He's learned new commands, but sometimes he may not want to do those because he could be a little stubborn. Another example is Chloe. She knows what give me the paw means. She'll lift her paw. She's a very classy girl. She'll give her paw, but she'll show you she knows what you're asking, right? In respect, she'll lift her paw, but she refuses to give her paw. Chloe plays hard to get. She said, no, I'm not giving you my paw. I'll show you my paw so you know I understand what you're saying and I respect you, but I'm not handing over my paw to nobody. And that's fine. That's her own decision and we can't force her, right? I respect her boundaries with her paws. She loves her paws. So it's okay. You know, they're super sweet, gentle dogs. Not all Chihuahuas are the same. There's a lot of like false perception. A lot of people that know our dogs are like, oh my gosh, your dog's like the sweetest, or Chloe's so sweet and calm. Is she always like this? You know, do you have her under medication? And I'm like, nope, this has been Chloe since day one. She's ready to play when it's playtime, but other than that, she barely barks. She's sweet. She just wants to cuddle. She's actually next to me sleeping. She just wants to be by my side, and I'm fine with that. Charlie can be a little bit more rowdy, but he's very sweet, calm, and he doesn't require a lot. So guys, I hope this video helps. Yes, 2 thumbs up. A Chihuahua can be a perfect first-time dog. Tested and tried. Until next time, like and subscribe and stay tuned for our next video. Thank you for watching.